So just the other day, I decided to take a walk around my neighborhood, and it was probably a 20-minute walk, not a super long walk. But what's crazy is that at the end of the walk, as I was walking back to my house, I stopped to actually think about what I was thinking about. And throughout my entire walk, I was actually thinking about everything that was going wrong, some of the challenges that we were having, what we're going to do. And I was just like, you know what? I took this walk in order to let go, in order to release, in order to just dwell in the presence of God. And yet, throughout the entire walk, my mind was ruminating on worst case scenarios. And I said, you know what? Let me take this walk one more time. So I started again. I said, I got another 20 minutes. And so I started again around my neighborhood. But this time, rather than allowing my mind to drift into wonder, which so often our minds do, I decided that for this walk, I'm going to sing a song. So I just started singing. I started singing to myself simple hymns that I had learned when I was years ago, though we haven't sung recently. But these were the hymns that I started singing as I was walking along my neighborhood. And it just allowed me to lift my spirit and to refocus my mind on the goodness of God, on the grace of God, and on the plan of God for my life and for our church. Sometimes you just have to sing a song to yourself. Not the latest song that came out from Hillsong or Bethel or Elevation Worship or John P. Key. Sometimes you just got to go back to those old school hymns. Trust and obey. There's no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey. When you walk with the Lord, some of those old songs that just really lifted our spirits. All to Jesus I surrender. 'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus. The Lord our rock, in him we hide. A shelter in the time of storm. You all know some of those old hymns that we used to sing in church back in the day. In order to sing those, you have to slow down. You have to slow down, and you just have to allow that song to speak to your heart, to lift you a little bit higher, to give you perspective, to calm your spirit. In fact, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 19 says, speak to one another in psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord. Now, Paul tells us that we should speak to each other that way, but I want to tell you, speak to yourself that way. Yeah, today, take a moment and just speak to yourself. Sing a song to yourself. Sing a melody to yourself. Recite the scriptures to yourself and allow it just to lift your heart and allow it to create an atmosphere of gratitude and of grace around you. So as you go into this day, and as we are continuing to journey through these slow down journey, I want to encourage you today to pick a song that can just be resting on your heart. That no matter where you are, at home, at work, in the neighborhood, running errands, you can just sing this song to you, hum this song to yourself, and that it will lift you wherever you might be.